Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coaching Corner. It has been a while. For those of you who are new to the Coaching Corner, I am Jamila, aka the IEP Coach, and I'm the founder of the IEP Coach LLC. We are an education consulting company, and we specialize in providing special education centered support to our teachers and our paraprofessionals through our coaching and professional development services. And we also support our parents with understanding the special education, IEP, and 504 plan processes. We do all things Sped, and at the Coaching Corner, we talk about all things Sped. So if you are tuning in, please drop in the comments where you are tuning in from. And as always, share out this live with as many people as possible. And as I'm telling you to share it out, I am sharing it out as well. So happy to see everybody. Welcome, everyone that is tuning in. Thank you. Where are you tuning in from? Hey, Cultivated Connections. Hey, how are you? All right. All right. So let me make sure I'm good. Can you guys hear me well? I'm just going to double check, and we are going live on all of our platforms. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And I'm just double checking our LinkedIn just to make sure everything is good over there. Can you guys believe like summer
double
is
check, and we are
there?
going live.
We're good. Can you guys believe? Oh my God, we're in like the middle of August. Some of you are already back in school. Some of you are on your way back. Like, where did the time go? All right, we got Nashville in the house. Welcome, Nashville. What's up? So tonight we are going to be talking about what happens when your child does not qualify for special education services. We have gotten a lot of DMs about this. We've had some emails about this. So we're going to talk about it tonight. If you have any questions, definitely put it in the comments. We'll see them and we can address them as soon as we finish talking about what to do. Okay. And please share out this live with some parents, with some teachers. So that way everyone is just learning about, what to do. What can I tell a parent if this does happen for a student in my school? So if your child, let's say they were in early intervention and they were getting support through an early intervention program, this is them prior to coming to kindergarten. And then when they're getting ready to go to kindergarten, start school, the psychologist will always evaluate them before they get to their the school that they're going to be enrolled in, whether it's the neighborhood school or whatever school they're going to be going into. So then the psychologist will evaluate that student at their early intervention placement, and then a report will be created. The evaluation report for that school district will be created. And then you have a meeting. This is where the psychologist will go over the results for the student. And then if the student does qualify, one of the special education teachers at that school that your child will be going to will then create the IEP. Now, in the event that an evaluation was done, your child was evaluated by the school psychologist, and they were found not to qualify for special education services, as the parent, schedule a meeting with that psychologist and discuss, why didn't my child qualify? Why didn't my child qualify when they were getting services previously? Okay, because you need to be clear on specifically why doesn't your child qualify. It could be that your child falls in the average range for kindergarten students their age when they're starting kindergarten. That could be a reason, which is why they're not qualifying. But you definitely want to discuss with the psychologist why your child does not qualify. Okay. A second thing that you can do, parents, is you can request that your child receives a 504 plan. Now, a 504 plan is nothing like an IEP. However, it can still support your child and give your child the support they need in the classroom and even with related services. Okay, so Section 504 falls under the Rehabilitation Act of 1974. It is a civil rights. It's a civil rights law. Basically, no one can discriminate against someone who has a disability, whether it's an adult, whether it's a child, in school or in the workplace. So there are students that can have a 504 plan. There are adults that can have a 504 plan. So you can request that your child receives a 504 plan if your child does not qualify for special education services. Okay, so you would contact the principal at the school. After you meet with the psychologist, you can tell the psychologist, well, listen, I want to get a 504 plan for my child. They can get the process started for you as well. Now, the process for a 504 plan, it is very different from an IEP. It is not a long process at all. And it's not as, I want to say strenuous as an IEP. Okay. Um, Services can be put in place for your child, such as testing accommodations, such as related services, and just accommodations to do in the classroom. But it is very different from an IEP. But it is something that can give your child support in the classroom. Okay, so parents, if your child does not qualify for special education services, you can request that your child receives a 504 plan for your child, and they will give you paperwork to fill out from your child's primary care physician. And basically, your primary care physician is going to fill out that paperwork and give information and data as to why your child would need a 504 plan. Okay, so they would document why the child needs 504 plan, why they need related services, why they need this particular accommodation. You would then turn in that paperwork to the school. The school would then schedule a meeting. The meeting is not long at all. It is very quick. It's not long. And then at the meeting, they're going to list what services, accommodations that they will provide for your child. And then after that, make sure you get a copy of that 504 plan, and make sure they're following that 504 plan. And again, it's nothing like an IEP where it's going to get renewed every single year and things like that. You can go back and the following year to see if your child, still will need the 504 plan, etc. But it's not, I want to say, as strenuous as an IEP. All of the, I want to say, all of with an IEP, a 504 is still a legal document, but it's not as in depth as an IEP. Okay, they're very, very different, but again, it can give you some support for your child. Okay. Oh, we have Canada in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Canada and Jamaica in the house. Okay, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Does anybody have questions about a 504 plan? Does anyone have questions about an IEP or anything like that? So I just wanted to come on and share that information with you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments section now, and we will address those questions for you. Again, we went over this topic because we get a lot of DMs. I want to say we definitely get a lot of DMs. We get a few emails, but we get a lot of DMs about, well, my child had support when they were in Head Start, when they were in early intervention, but then when they started school, they didn't qualify, and parents are confused as to why their child don't qualify. So definitely schedule a meeting with the psychologist, so that way you can be clear as to why your child doesn't qualify. You can request that your child receives a 504 plan, and then also you can talk with your child's principal of the school. You can talk with the guidance counselor and discuss what type of interventions the school offers at the school to support your child. If they can support your child with accommodations, with their response. All schools have a response to intervention, RTI, or a multi-tier student support system at their school. So they all schools have a process of what they can do if a student is in need of academic or behavioral support. So parents, you can definitely inquire with your child's principal, guidance counselor, or even a psychologist about that process. If you know your child needs additional support, so you can inquire about the information. So again, all schools have a RTI, response to intervention, or they have a MTSS, multi-tiered student support system. All schools have either one of those, and you can inquire about that with, again, the school principal, the guidance counselors, or the psychologist. They can give you that information, so that way you can then, again, inquire and see how they can support your child. Okay. So, any questions? Do we have any questions? Any questions? Put them in the comments now. And I know it takes a moment for you guys to type out your questions, so we're just gonna take a moment to wait. Now, if any of you would like to book a call with us because you want to discuss this further, or because you want to reach out to us for us to support you in this process, you can definitely go ahead, and I'm gonna drop our link in the comments here. You can definitely go ahead and book a discovery call with us, so that way we can talk about your exact needs and how we can support you. And we're putting it over here on Instagram as well. Okay, and then again, if you have questions, please put them in the comments now. We're going to give you one more minute to put your question in. And we hope everyone had an amazing and safe summer. I know there was some, storms going on, and hey, they tend to happen every year, but we hope everybody was safe. We hope everyone had a fun summer, was able to relax. To my teachers, my Sped teachers, we pray that you definitely had time to relax and recuperate and just really take care of yourselves, and, get your game plan together on how you're going to better take care of yourselves this year. And also, just do what you do best, supporting our students and advocating for our students. All right, so I don't see any questions, so I'm going to assume that there are no questions. Anyone tuning in, if you are watching this on a replay, put hashtag replay in the comments, so that way we know you caught the replay. And if you have a question later on, feel free to DM us your question. We are very, very responsive, and we will answer your question. You can also email us. You can connect with us on our social media. I'm going to drop our link for you to connect with us as well. And this will connect you with everything that the IEP Coach is doing. I just dropped our link there. That connects you with all of everything that the IEP Coach is doing as well. Okay. And so I can also connect you with our email. So you can definitely email us at info@theIEPCoachLLC.com, and we will respond to your email in a timely fashion. So again, you can put your questions. You can email us your questions, or you can DM us your questions. And again, if you are catching this on the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments, so that way we know you're watching this on a replay. All right. And if you have any questions, feel free. Please send your questions. Please send your questions. We are always excited to answer your questions, because we want to make sure, everyone is clear on what they need to do. We want to make sure, you are equipped with the information to advocate for your children and to advocate for yourselves as well. Okay. So remember, always stay safe. Please be kind to yourselves. Please give yourself grace. You are only able to do what you are capable of doing. Okay. Try not to stretch yourself out thin, and please, again, be kind to yourself. Okay. Be safe, and we will see you all next time. Okay. Coaching Corner every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have an amazing evening.